Hey! As a childcare business owner with multiple centers who works from home, I'm often asked what my day looks like or what I work on specifically. It's usually phrased like, "So what do you do?" So spend the day with me and I'll show you. Today is actually Sunday, so it's pretty light and low pressure. After my morning routine, I found myself on this corner of my couch working on our summer enrollment. Around the end of January, my team and I usually begin preparing for our summer season because that's the busiest time of year for us. Up until now, we put new family inquiries on a wait list and we give our current families priority registration until a certain deadline. We do this by sending out a Google form link for each location that shares the tuition rates for their center and asks them to select the session they'd prefer to sign up for. Then we email anyone who completes the form a DocuSign to sign electronically and pay the registration fee to secure their spot. Once families complete the DocuSign, we add them to what we call our tracker that we have color coded to indicate the child's status as it relates to that future season. This helps us to see how many spots we have left at which locations and in which classrooms, and we fill in those gaps with new families. If I'm working on something like this, I usually have YouTube videos or a podcast playing in the background. Speaking of which, I have both. Are you caught up on all my new videos and podcast episodes? Didn't think so. Click that link in my bio and do yourself a favor. After doing this for about an hour, my supervisor told me that it was time to switch out the laundry. He is such a micromanager. Does anyone else have a special someone who forgets to empty their pockets before washing clothes? Yeah. Anyway, it's time to break my fast with this chia seed pudding. And yet again, my supervisor's on my tail trying to rush me through my break time.
Sit down. Sit.
Had to get him together real quick. At this point, thank God my man came home.
I don't even know if I got. Well, what I was specifically.
He likes to act all confused as to why I'm sitting on his side of the couch because it's more comfy, obviously. Then he tried to get me to taste this broccoli cheddar pie thing. Had to give that right back to him and realize, let me get up and actually get this protein in. Does anyone else power through eating their veggies when they don't like them? Like, I'll reach into the bag of spinach and eat it like it's chips. Anyway, time to get back to work. This week, I want to review every single parent tuition account to see where all balances currently stand. We have hundreds of parents across 4 locations, so I figured I'd get a start on it today while my food digests because soon enough, it's time for round 2 at the gym. I do typically go 2 to 3 times per day. I've got a very specific goal to meet this summer, and I'm a good chunk of the way there already. When I got back, I immediately began cooking because I knew I wasn't going to want to get up again. Of course, micromanager George had to make sure nothing went to waste. We winded down by watching this new series I found on HBO Max called The Pit, and then I did another mile on the treadmill. An object in motion stays in motion. I have been keeping myself up and moving these past few weeks, and I have been loving that for me. After that, I did my regular nightly routine of self-care and cleaning up so that George can finally relax.